Welcome, everybody, to the What Is This podcast. Thank you for stopping by. My name is Jimmy.
And I'm Chelsea.
And if you're curious, this is a podcast where one of us is a lifelong fan of a subject, the other is relatively new. We watch an episode, and we talk about what we liked, what we didn't like, and what happened. In today's episode, we're watching one of my favorite shows and my favorite episode from my favorite show, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The episode is School Hard. Chelsea is the newbie in this one. She has watched through Buffy, so don't let her lie to you. She's watched every single episode. She'll act like she doesn't remember anything, but she has watched every single episode.
I don't remember it well. But for those of you that don't know Jimmy, I have come to realize that I will never compare to Buffy. He's like slightly obsessed. So, I'm a little nervous about reviewing this episode for him. I think I'm gonna disappoint him, but here we go.
That is false. Nobody's obsessed with anything. So, we're gonna start with first impressions. What was your favorite moment from the show?
From this episode, probably, I guess when Spike showed up.
Well, yeah, that's everybody's
Because
favorite moment.
obviously, who the heck is this weird-looking guy who I assume is a vampire, and then you find out he is a vampire.
Well, they make it clear from the start. Because he has
I wouldn't know. I've
vamp
never
face
seen this before.
for no reason.
Oh.
What was your least favorite moment from the episode?
That face. What is the face? Why do they do that? Is it
Well,
just because it's supposed to be scary?
Well, yeah, that's how you know they're a vampire. They have vamp face.
I don't like that.
I was very confused when we reviewed One Tree Hill. Was there anything that confused you about this episode?
Not really confused me. I mean, I had a lot of questions, which I'll go over, but nothing was super confusing, but obviously I've seen it before, so...
Every episode.
Apparently.
There's no apparently about it. What was your knowledge of Buffy before we met?
Before we met, nothing. I had zero knowledge of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
You knew what Buffy the Vampire Slayer was.
I did not. No, I didn't.
Everybody
and I still
does.
couldn't tell you a lot about it.
You can.
Oh, no.
So this episode aired September 15th, 1997. What were you doing when it aired?
First of all, who knows that? Second of all, I was 6. Well, I was about to turn 6, so I was probably at school? I don't know.
You were at school at 7 o'clock at night?
Oh, was it 7
my
o'clock
God.
at night? I don't freaking know.
Well, yeah, it was a
I
TV
guess
show.
I was just at home playing with Barbie dolls.
My last question for you. You kind of talked about it a little bit, but Spike, he's the best. Why is he so awesome?
Well, I find him kind of mean.
No.
When I watched the show through the very first time, I did learn to like him, but I was not a fan of him for a very long time.
Oh, you're out of control. Do you have any questions for me?
Not right now. Just kidding. What do you remember from the first time you saw the show?
So I did not watch it in order. So, like you said, you grow to like Spike later. The Spike I knew was much different, just because I started in season 5, and that's a different person. So when I watched it back and seen what he used to be like, I don't know. It was just interesting seeing how he'd grown from the Spike I knew from season 5 way back in season 2.
Okay. Why does this episode matter to you?
Well, because it's the introduction of Spike, the best character ever. Come on, that's easy
Best
peasy.
character ever. He's better than Buffy?
Like I said.
Okay.
Let's talk about the episode. School Hard. It starts with the old intro by Giles. I mean, it's not all the way through season 2, so this is one of the last episodes that has it, but he just talks about what Buffy the Vampire Slayer is for anybody who doesn't know, like Chelsea, apparently, who has seen every episode but doesn't know what it is.
Never knew. Okay, so it starts out, they're in a meeting, and Buffy and this random girl, whose name is Sheila, have terrible behavior apparently.
Yes. Sheila stabbed somebody apparently.
Yeah, and Buffy burned down a school, I guess.
Do you know what that is from?
No.
That's from the Buffy movie. That happens in the Buffy movie.
So this doesn't happen in the show?
No.
So I would never know about this.
If you watch the show, you wouldn't know what they're talking about. But yeah, this is from the 1992 Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie. That's what they're referencing with Buffy burning down the school. Or the mice burning down the school. The smoking
mice. Who were smoking?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so then your favorite person enters the show, and he looks all scary and crazy, and he says welcome back, so he's apparently back at this place, like he's been here before. But I guess if you're like hundreds of years old, then I guess you would have been there before. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
He just came back, apparently.
He did. He said.
But anyway, there's this meeting with all these ugly vampires, but then there's like a random child there.
The Anointed One.
That's what Spike called him. What does that mean?
That's from season 1 with the Master. He's like a chosen special vampire. Which, I mean, you'll learn by the end that it really doesn't matter. They got rid of the kid. It's a kid actor. He grew from season 1 to season 2. Obviously, he's grown quite a bit. So
Didn't know he was in season 1.
He was. Well, you know how I feel about child actors, so you can only imagine with this kid.
Yeah. Well, I also didn't know he was a vampire. I just thought he was like a special guy.
No, he's a vampire. He got turned into a vampire. Like I said, you'd have to watch season 1, but yeah, he is a vampire kid.
Okay. So then comes in this crazy lady, Drusilla.
And she really is crazy.
Is she really crazy or is she sick?
Yes. So, like I said, you'd have to watch it, but she was a psychic, and she was tortured by Angel, and made crazy, and then he turned her into a vampire. So she wasn't always like this, but she is crazy, and it is Angel's fault.
I'm actually questioning if I've ever seen this show before because I don't know what that is. They keep mentioning this guy, Saint Fidges?
They do. It ends up being a mute point because it doesn't matter, but they do mention it all episode.
Yeah, like he was supposed to, if they attacked the Slayer on Saturday, that's when their powers were going to be super strong, but then they didn't even do it.
Well, yeah, that's because Spike ruined the plan by jumping the gun.
Because he's crazy, I think.
Yeah.
So anyway, I do have a question. So Giles, later in the episode, I found out that he's her watcher.
Yes.
So, did he become a teacher because he was her watcher, or was he already a teacher?
They do go over that later.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I just didn't know how that worked. How random that your teacher's your watcher.
Well, he's not actually a teacher. He's a librarian.
Oh, librarian. Sorry.
So, and that's actually not her first watcher. Like I said, you'd have to watch the movie.
Oh.
For first watcher, but
I've
yes.
never made it that far.
No, it is not a coincidence that they ended up at the same place, her watcher and Buffy.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, the council, it's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. One of your favorite characters is actually a watcher.
My favorite character.
Wesley Wyndham Price.
Oh, Jesus.
Which is Allison Hannigan's real life husband. He is a watcher. He actually was Faith and Buffy's watcher, kinda.
I don't know who this Allison person is.
Willow.
Oh.
Willow's husband.
Okay, got it. Yes, I did know that. Then they go study at a nightclub, which is really strange to me. Like, who does homework at a nightclub as a teenager? But maybe
Well,
that's...
she says why.
Why did she say?
Because she wants to party and wait for Angel, but she also has to study because parent-teacher conference is coming up.
But is that normal?
To want to see a boy that you like? I don't know. You tell me.
Who's hundreds of years older than you? Oh, I haven't got there yet. Okay, but anyway, while they're fighting at this nightclub, or while they're at the nightclub studying, she gets into the first fight in this episode with the vampire. Do Slayers have like super strength, or is she just really good at fighting?
Nope, they have super strength. They have a super awareness.
They're superheroes.
Mini superheroes, yes.
Okay. That was very confusing when she was tossing this guy all over the place. I didn't know how a high school girl could do that, but...
Yes, a Slayer is special.
So, they get back to the school, And this is when Angel appears.
Mm-hmm.
And is it normal for slayers to date vampires?
I don't think so.
Is he really a vampire?
Well, you see his vamp face later, so yes.
But is he like a good vampire?
Yes. You're acting real crazy, like you don't know what's going on, but he has a soul, which most vampires do not.
I promise I've not seen this show
Yes.
before.
So Angel killed a gypsy, and to punish him, her family gave him his soul back.
I do remember that now. Another thing that kind of confused me, so they're at the school and it's parent-teacher night. Everybody's there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Spike goes and messes up all the plans for Saturday and decides to go kill the Slayer that night.
Correct.
So all the vampires are there, and then Angel shows up to fight Spike.
Yes.
And they know each other.
Yes.
What the heck is a sire? Because apparently
You sound
Angel
like Xander.
is Spike's sire.
Yes, Xander has that same question.
Yeah, and I wish he would have answered it so I would have just known.
A sire is the person that made you a vampire. So Angel sired a lot of vampires because he sired Drusilla, he sired Darla, he sired Spike. I mean, I guess you could say he's their dad. Because he made them.
Okay.
But I don't think that's true. I could be mistaken, but the way I remember it, I thought Drusilla sired Spike. But maybe I'm wrong.
I wouldn't remember. I've only seen the show once. You've seen it millions of times, so who am I to argue with you?
That's not true.
While they're in there, like, fighting, the Sheila girl
Mm-hmm.
has been turned into a vampire.
That is correct.
So, I know that Spike took her to Drusilla and said, you need to eat.
Mm-hmm.
How do the vampires decipher who gets to become a vampire and who dies? Is there, or does...
There is a way.
Okay.
Now, this doesn't make any sense for the way, but a vampire bites you and drinks your blood. You then have to drink their blood.
Oh, Jesus.
You then are buried and you come back alive. Obviously, I don't know when that would have happened in one day, but that is how it's supposed to work. You get bit, you drink their blood, you
She
get buried,
worked quick.
and then you come back. Yeah.
That sounds exhausting. And then, so they have like normal faces,
Correct.
but then they have to have that ugly face before they eat.
I guess they don't have to, but that is how their teeth come out so they can eat.
That makes way more sense. So then the fighting gets like real crazy, and then Buffy and Spike start fighting.
Yes.
Buffy's getting beat up pretty bad. She must not be that strong. And then Spike, he gets her on the floor and he's about to kill her. And then Buffy's mom,
Joyce.
gets in there and scares Spike away because she's a big scary mom and she saves Buffy's life.
She did.
Maybe she should be a slayer.
She hit him in the head with an axe.
Dang, he didn't know who he was messing with.
No.
That's crazy. And then I think that's the end of the episode. I guess that like the principal wants to say that it was like a gang members on PCP.
Yes,
and
they're hiding
vampires.
something. Correct.
So nobody in the town knows there's like a massive amount of vampires.
Well, they bring that up later, but they know, but it's...
Nobody wants to talk about it?
Yeah, you could say that.
Interesting. Okay.
You're missing one big thing because...
I am?
Yes. Spike kills the Anointed One.
Oh, duh. Yeah, that's the end of the episode. So they go back to this little crazy vampire lair.
Uh-huh.
And he pretends like he's gonna kiss his ass and like ask for forgiveness for messing up Saturday's plan.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says, oh, just kidding. And then he grabs the little guy and throws him in a cage, the Anointed One. And then
Or Annoying One.
Or Annoying One. And then raises him into the sun and he, poof, disappears.
That's
He
correct.
dies. That's crazy. So does somebody take his place?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Thankfully, he's never heard from again.
Because he's a child actor?
Yes. Yes. That's exactly why.
I don't know. That was a strange episode.
There was a lot that's going on. A lot. A couple of hidden gems from this episode, facts that you might not know. How many vampires do you think were killed in this episode? Just thinking about how many do you think?
I don't know, 7?
And then how many humans do you think were killed in this episode?
None.
I don't think you watched this episode then, because there was actually more humans killed than vampires.
How?
Well, Sheila was killed, and she got turned into a vampire.
Okay, yeah.
The parent that Spike broke his neck.
Oh yeah.
Because he didn't want to eat him. That was one. The guy who got pulled through the window because Principal Snyder was being stupid.
Maybe I didn't watch the episode because this is all crazy.
There was 5 humans and 4 vampires that got killed. Because you remember Sheila for those 2 guys. Spike killed them.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there was 5 humans and 4 vampires that were killed in this episode.
A lot of death.
I said earlier, this was the introduction. I don't know why I can't say that word today. Of Spike and Drusilla. This was both of their first episodes. As well as when Spike came into town, he hit the Welcome to Sunnydale sign. This is not the last time he'll do that. He actually does it.
So it's kind of his signature move.
Yeah, he kind of does it 3 times because he does it in one of my. So this is a Spike-centric episode. There's another one called Lover's Walk, which he does it in that episode. And then in the finale, it happens to.
How crazy that you know the names of each episode.
That's not true. That's not true. So, in this episode, it is, you don't know this, but this is right before Buffy's 17th birthday, so she's only 16. How old do you think Sarah Michelle Gellar was in real life?
19. Was she?
20.
20. I did have one more question. Why is there an old lady hanging out with high schoolers? I think her name's Cordelia.
Well, Cordelia is also in high school.
No, she's not. She's old as hell. I don't know why they did that to this girl.
Cordelia is in high school.
No, she's not.
She is. Xander, Nicholas Brendan. How old do you think he was in real life? He's playing a 17-year-old, I'm assuming. I don't know.
23.
26.
Oh.
He was 26.
How old's Cordelia?
107. She's a 107-year-old. I thought you were talking about Miss Calendar. I was like, she's a teacher.
Oh, no, she looks younger than Cordelia. Well, she is younger.
You're out of control. And then the last of the main Scooby Gang, Willow, a.k.a. Allison Hannigan. How old do you think she was?
22.
23.
Dang it.
23.
I'm always a year off.
You were close. Close on all of them. I mean, Buffy was the closest. Like I said, she turned 17 in a couple of episodes, so I mean, it's only 3 years. That's not that much of a difference. Another fact, the writer of this episode, Drew Greenwald, he also wrote one of my favorite Angel episodes, which is called I Will Remember You. And then the director of this episode, John Kretschner, he also directed on One Tree Hill.
Never knew.
Yeah. He was a director in One Tree Hill. I had never heard of this band before, but there was a band that was playing at the Bronze called Nickel. They played 2 songs, 1,000 Nights and Stupid Thing.
Never heard of them.
I don't know if I had before this or not, but I have now. What would you rate this episode out of 10?
I think I'd give it a 5.
Out of control. That's out of control.
I'm just not a fan of Buffy, so I think 5 is fair for me.
5 is way too low. It's clearly a 10 out of 10.
Oh, it's a perfect episode?
100 out of 10, baby.
Oh my god.
Would you rewatch this episode again?
Yeah, but I would like to rewatch the whole show.
Well, I mean, you have to, because,
I apparently don't know anything about it.
You don't know the anointed one?
Yeah, maybe if I knew more, I would understand it. I don't know.
Out of control. Out of control.
Maybe if I rewatch it, I'll give it 100 out of 10.
You should. You should. Did you find anything? I know we talked about this last week. Is there anything that was problematic? Maybe not back in 1997, but now would be an issue.
The vampire faces. That's problematic
That's
to me.
Problematic. You can't control the technology you have back. It was 1997.
Vampires are so pretty now. Why did they have to make them ugly ever?
This was 30 years ago.
No.
No,
I don't think so.
I mean, the only thing I can see maybe is a couple of things with Sheila. I mean, but it wasn't really anything crazy. She left with 2 guys, but I mean, that might be more. Maybe that was problematic back then, but maybe. Not now. Now it is what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But she was going to go have some fun, apparently.
And she died.
The last thing. The name of this episode is School Hard. You've watched the episode.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen what happens in the episode. What do you think? Why do you think they named it that?
I honestly have no freaking idea. I assume because school is difficult for Buffy, or she's just having a rough time, but I have no idea.
That is partially true. It's a play off of Die Hard. A movie you've never seen, apparently.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
But yeah, there's aspects from Die Hard, the movie, that are similar in this one, so that's why it's called School Hard. Because like you said, school is hard, but School Hard, Die Hard, it's similar. So that was this episode. What are we going to be reviewing next week?
I think I want to do Gilmore Girls.
Uh-huh.
So I bet you're looking forward to that.
I love Gilmore Girls.
Yeah. I think we're going to go with season 3, episode 7. It's called They Shoot Gilmores, Don't They?
They Shoot Gilmores, Don't They? Okay, so if you haven't seen it, watch it. That way when we talk about it, you know what's going on. Because I have no idea. I've never heard of this episode. I think I may have watched it and don't know what's going on. But next week we're going to review Gilmore Girls.
You should see the excitement on his face.
I am very excited.
Beaming.
Very excited. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. If you like this episode, go ahead and give us a like, subscribe. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you like us. If not, we don't like you either. No. We love you guys. We love everybody, right?
Yes, we love you all.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.